Okay, Cancer, what's going on for you today? I just saw the soulmate card. This reading is for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for February 2024. Let's see what wants to come out for you. What energies are showing up for Cancerians? All right, let's see. The Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Okay, meditation. Meditate. Wow, this card keeps showing up. It's been in every reading. Protection and veiled. Okay, so some of you walking the spiritual path know that when you deal with people, you need to protect yourself. And especially we're talking about, I don't want to otherize people, okay? Because there's plenty of really, really awesome people who may not be aware they're on any kind of spiritual journey, or they're the nature of human beings as spiritual beings, like no idea about any of that stuff. But I think you got to be careful, like walking the spiritual path, being open, so open. There's plenty of people, and I just had an experience today about dealing with someone who is just like, woo, like all up in their head about things and very upset with the state of the world. Totally understand it. I just feel like some of you need protection. Some of you on the spiritual path really need to protect yourself against folks like this. And I think to the extent that you can really have a fortress of solitude, right? Isn't that Superman's ice thingy? A fortress of solitude is necessary for some of you until you can be in the presence of people who are spun up and all kinds of other stuff. Like I had to stand there and just really protect myself around someone. It was very palpable. Two of Pentacles, the Eight of Wands, the Three of Pentacles, the Strength card, Hierophant. Ooh, I love this. And the Sun card. Okay. Some of you are trying to decide on a direction to go. Some of you are dealing with Leo. I feel like the full moon in Leo is such a huge... To be honest with you, I am very interested in new moons and full moons, and I do a lot on the channel about that. But I underestimated how powerful this full moon in Leo really, truly is. It's happening before we get to February. I feel like that full moon in Leo is going to shine a light on some things for some of you that is going to help you in a direction forward. And also, especially if you're meditating and you're connected to spirit, if you're getting downloads and things like that, I feel like you already know this. All right. You already know that you need to protect yourself against certain people who are, it's not that they mean to do you harm. It's that they need to protect their own story or their own position. Okay. Because this is very hierarchical, right? We just had Pluto leaving Capricorn, very hierarchical. And now it's like all bets are off because we're in Aquarius time, Pluto in Aquarius time. So there's definitely a sense of people feeling like not safe, or feeling that change is going to bring disruption to them in some way that they can't control. Fair enough. Okay. I just feel like you, Cancer, are kind of deciding which direction to go. And you now see that there's another opportunity, or there's another path. Cancers are now seeing that there's another path. All right. Page of Wands, World. Knight of Wands. Page of Cups. Magician. So far, Sag, Gemini, Leo, Taurus. Okay. Magician, Four of Wands. This is a new path. Page of Wands. Page of Wands. Page of Wands is already there. The Hanged Man. Five of Wands, Seven of Wands. Okay, so the reason why you might have been having a hard time trying to decide the path to follow in your life is, there's a couple choices, right? There's a couple choices of what you want to do or what you can do, what's available to you. You may not be seeing that there's many more than just two choices. Okay, that's something to, if you are around a lot of people who very much are like black and white thinkers, or there's a right and a wrong way, black, white, there's no such thing as, well, there's a third way, right? There's no such thing as that. Some of you might be feeling, I'm just going to brighten this up a little bit. Some of you may be feeling that you don't really have a good sense of all of the options, all of the choices. But I feel like you might be dealing with a person who does, okay? This magician here. And this person is saying, listen, follow me, or understand that there's a direction, like something is ending for Cancers, Page of Wands and the World card. Something is closing up. Now, when we have full moons, right, we're closing up a chapter, bringing something to fruition. This is Leo energy, and we have the Strength card, so lots of Leo, full moon in Leo coming up in end of January. And there's a sense of freedom. This is the Knight of Wands, which is beautiful, freeing energy. Okay. And it's kind of like, I'm free to now do what I want. I feel like some of you might have been liberated from something that was very traditional and like on your spiritual journey. And like now you're just like, woohoo, stick of butter on everything. Not sure what to do with all of this newfound freedom. Some of you could be expanding a business, opening up to abundance flowing through. Some of you could be opening up to love, and it just makes you feel like, kind of like high as a kite here. I just feel like you're being introduced to your inner manifester. Like maybe you haven't known how to do this because of the company you keep, because you're surrounded by people who are naysayers or traditionalists that are trying, everybody's got to do it the same as me, or that means I'm doing it wrong. And so I try to control everybody because I want everybody to do it the way I'm doing it. Something like that. What is this Hierophant energy? Devil energy, trying to keep you down. Okay, are these friends, family members? You're blocking it. Very good. Wow. Tower. Okay. Death. Okay, are you kidding me? Devil, Tower, and Death, and the Two of Swords. I don't think you see this coming. High Priestess and the Four. I definitely don't think you see this coming. Wow. Some of you are ending a long-term relationship. Okay. I think that this stance of like really aligning yourself and, turning your face toward the sun when someone else is trying to control you is such a radical move. Aquarius, right? We have Pluto moving into Aquarius. Such a radical move. So this energy of like, you know what? I'm just going to be inside. That's like an act of spiritual radicalism, right? The change is coming from inside, Cancer. And I feel like what then appears in your external, like this is the veiled energy that we're talking about. This Two of Swords and the High Priestess. Okay, I think this is the veiled energy that's like going on. You might be open to a spiritual path or a twin flame connection with somebody. Page of Wands and the Page of Cups. Like the two of you, like children, are super connected spiritually. Children are very connected. We've got that Sun card, which is like child energy too, right? Very, very beautiful. And the Magician and the Four of Wands, I feel like this person that you're dealing with, or this could be you opening up to your inner magician and manifesting something that other people don't want you to have, because that will mean that they're wrong, or that will show that they're not doing enough, or that will show that they're what they've always believed is the way isn't the way. Uh, and that is devastating to people who very much are black and white thinkers. Okay. That it has to be true for everyone or their philosophy crumbles into dust, right? Like, well, then I don't know. It's like an identity crisis. Someone's having an identity crisis. It can be you, right? That you strike out in a new direction. 5 of Wands, 7 of Wands. I feel like you're putting up good boundaries with people who are trying to tie you up or hold you back. So this month can be a lot about you striking out in a new direction, protecting yourself spiritually. What do you need more of? I'm using these Carolyn Mace archetype deck that's really cool. I'll show you. So what does Cancer need more of to go in their new direction? What does Cancer need more of? Hermit energy, right? Hermit energy seeks solitude to focus intently on inner life, serves personal creativity. So I feel like Cancer, you need more time to yourself. That's what the meditation thing could be. Some of you could be going off on some kind of retreat. All right. You could choose to be going off on some kind of retreat. You could meet somebody at this retreat, or you could also be activating your twin flame journey, this magician here. So you need more of this hermit and more of the beggar attribute. The light attributes of the beggar is to confronts empowerment at the level of physical survival, awakens the spiritual authority of humility, compassion, and self-esteem. So the shadow aspect of the beggar is a dependence on others to the exclusion of effort. But the light attributes is about your empowerment, is about awakening spiritual authority of humility and compassion and self-esteem. So beggar and hermit, very aligned. Some of you could have this epiphany about money, about like, I'm becoming okay. So there's something here. Let me just, there's something here about chasing money has been not a good thing for you. And it's time to really learn how to allow it, how to manifest it, how to have a spiritual flow instead of the old method of chasing money or something like that. What do you need less of, Cancer? Student. The light attributes are humility and devotion to knowledge, openness to lifelong learning. So you need less of, you don't need anything more to learn, like a degree. Some of you may be thinking you need a new degree or something like that. The shadow attribute is arrogance in the pursuit of destructive knowledge, unwillingness to translate knowledge into action. So you might have like a thirst for knowledge. You might always think you need another degree or something like that. But really, I think that's something to do with being better than. And that's egoic, right? This is much more, and I feel like this is much more going to be happening more and more as we get into the age of Aquarius, that you already have everything you need. There's a knowingness. It's like, I love books. Don't get me wrong. I love books. I talk to coaches. I talk to other readers. I get readings. I do all kinds of things to expand my own awareness and where I am. But I think there's something about believing that the knowledge is outside of you and not just being awakened in you. That's what that's what true learning is. And I think that's what Cancer is going to be learning. And you need less of thief. The light attribute of thief is sheds light on the potential wealth within you that can never be stolen. But the shadow aspect, need less of this. Stealing money, creative ideas, affection, or other powers you think you lack. Right? You think you lack things. So looking externally for knowledge, money, status, all of that stuff, you need less of that, and you need more of the hermit beggar attributes of focusing intently on inner life, confronts their empowerment. Have I given away my power to money or something like that? So that's what's coming in here for Cancer. Who is this magician? Who is this magician? Who is this magician? Ooh, Ace of Cups, Seven of Swords, Eight of Cups, and the Temperance card. Gemini, Sag, somebody that you're secretly talking to, or somebody that is on your path as a love partner. Yeah, because this is the twin flame energy of bringing two cups together, the Temperance energy of Sagittarius. And Sagittarius is also about knowledge, empowerment, belief systems, what's a lie and what's the truth. You lie to a Sag, you're done, right? There's something about truth here. But also Gemini. What is the Hanged Man? This might be more about this hermit or beggar attribute. Judgment, 10 of Pentacles, 7 of Pentacles, and the Queen of Swords. I think you're putting into perspective now. Some of you are really opening up to your spiritual guidance, and you're putting your old life in perspective in terms of chasing money or jobs or careers or status or anything like that. You're really putting all of that into perspective and understanding that the future is going to be something very different. Like, it's fine to have resources, but there's something about it being a trap. How you've done money in the past is a trap. Whether you're letting it tell you how much you are worth, or letting it define, if you don't have a lot of money, letting it define you, letting it become your identity, that's really crushing your intuition. Okay? So I want to say to any of you Cancers watching this, or cross watchers or whatever, you are enough. I think that's the lesson that's coming through here. You are enough. And this person that's on your path sees that already. They know that already about themselves and about you. Okay? So I will pull cards for each zodiac sign in the extended to get a sense of who you're dealing with. But this is definitely like a turning the back on an old model of capitalism that has like eaten up your life and not allowed you to have real happiness yet. I feel like you're going in the direction of true happiness. What is true happiness? All right, we'll explore that in the extended. Okay, link is below if you want to continue with me, Cancer. I'll see you over there. All right, I hope you enjoyed that video. If it was helpful to you, please consider liking this video and sharing it with anybody who might have a need for similar kind of information. And if you like this video, check out these videos.